I know we saw a very significant amount of rainfall over the last couple of days, and that would have accounted for a lot of the flooding. But do you think more could have been done to clear the waterways to prevent this sort of...
We would have initiated a huge desilting program over the last year. That will continue in January. But you have to understand it's the nature of the weather pattern. It's impossible to contain that amount of water in the existing channels. So it has nothing to do with, channels not being cleaned or anything like that. It has to do with the volume of rainfall and the capacity of the channels. What we got a couple of days ago was the rainiest month of the year. You got half of that within a couple of hours. No part of the world you could design infrastructure to cater for that. Because if you have to design infrastructure to cater for that, you'll have to multiply the existing channels significantly. So a lot of it has to do, look at the time we're getting the rainfall now in December. At this point in time, you think that, okay, the rainy season is almost over. All right? You get it now. And then we're hearing that it's going to extend into January. If you look at Europe, you look at North America, a lot of areas that never had that volume of rain now getting it, and areas are underwater, and they're saying it's the first time in 75 years that they're seeing this. It's just a new weather pattern. We have to redesign our infrastructure. We have to take the new norm into consideration, and that's what we're working on, trying to get detention ponds, areas that prone for flooding. We have to actually look in terms of how do we create dams to dam the water and then release it back into the channels. There's no way our existing channels, our pumps, and so which are some 30, 40 years old, could cater for that. So what we're doing now is that we are upgrading all our pump houses. We're trying to build new pump houses, because if you look at what's happening here, whenever you have rain, you can't even get to the pump house. Now, how we can't continue like that. So what we're doing is that we putting in new modern pumps where we don't have to have manual operations. We're lifting the pump house and rebuilding the pump houses. All that is part of the plan. It have started, and this year we're hoping to achieve 8 of them. So we have 8 of them earmarked. It was a 3-year program. We started it last year, and we expect to continue it this year and then complete it by next year. We have all the pump houses in Trinidad upgraded with brand new pumps, automatic pumps, and so that could work with both diesel and electric. And that is the plan. You saw one in Port of Spain being commissioned sometime earlier this week, and that is rolled out throughout. A lot of our floodgates they're outdated. Right? We have floodgates where 2 is working, you can't do things, and it's impossible to maintain those age ones. So what we have a program, as I said, that was approved 2 years ago, where we intend to upgrade all the floodgates, all the pumps. And that will take us for a while. Some of the gates, some of the pumps are, I saw pumps that are 40 years old. Now, if you have a pump designed 40 years ago with that volume of rain in that channel, you can't expect that to carry you now with this new weather pattern. When you look at some of the gates, they're rusted, they're old. It's actually impossible to repair them. And if you repair them, they will give you no significant lifespan. So we have a program changing out all the gates, changing out all the pumps. And I think this one is earmarked here for, I think the pumps for here should come in by February, and this one is here. So the idea is to upgrade the entire infrastructure and to try to upgrade the channels and so.